It's good to have you on Holly's Hot Wedding Tips.
Thank you.
Will you tell me all about your charity, James Place?
Yes, James Resource Network is a relatively young nonprofit that I founded 7.5 years ago. And we serve single-parent families in the Denver metro area with supportive services. And we are working now on our main project, which is attainable housing.
How amazing.
Yes.
How are you creating attainable housing for these single-parent families?
Well, we have several phases that we're working on. The first is just to obtain existing housing and putting one family at a time in existing housing, but we also want to do multi-unit dwellings here in the south area of Denver, 30 to 50 units, so it's more of a community. And then also want to have a vacation retreat area outside of Denver for rest, relaxation, life skills, and these families don't get away much.
Right. Amazing. How did you get involved in all of these upscale couture for your charity?
It was not really in the grand plan, but when I launched James Resource Network, it was at the height of the recession. And so it was quite difficult to get a hold of dollars for a brand new unknown entity, but people had a lot of stuff and not as much cash. And so I kept running into the idea of an upscale resale boutique first, and everything just fell into place, including commercial space being available for an unknown because of the recession. And so we opened Shishi's Corner first in the shopping center. And I wasn't planning on having a bridal and formal store, but Babara Raskin Myers approached me. She was moving her charitable bridal business from South Carolina and was looking for a nonprofit that understood retail and also that she would be able to align with her mission.
That is such a beautiful story. Well, I personally thank you. I was a single mother myself for a while.
Really?
Yeah. So thank you for the work you do for those in need. This is just amazing.
It's our privilege.
So good to meet you with you about Compleat Couture. So tell me how you got started in this wedding gown business and formals.
Oh, well, I was the marketing director of Brides Magazine in
Something.
when it celebrated its 50th anniversary. It was a terrific fun job, and I did a whole lot of other things in the industry, and then I went on to publish honeymoon guides, and I did some tourism development work, and the first wedding at Sandals, which was kind of interesting. And I retired after September. I lived in New York on September 11th, and after 2 years, I did 2 years with the Red Cross, then I retired. And my mother, who was a double mastectomy survivor, lived in New Jersey. So we moved to South Carolina, and I turned out not to be very good at retirement. We volunteered for a road show that went all over the country selling dresses, and was very successful. We wound up opening a warehouse for them outside of Charleston, South Carolina, and I had that until 2013. And then we started to support a local camp for kids with cancer, Camp Happy Days. Mom became ill and couldn't do it anymore, and I had this big warehouse, and we always did brides across America, and we had a pretty good clientele because our prices were good. And when I decided to come to Denver to live, because I got married here last August.
Congratulations.
Thank you. We decided to move the store.
Wonderful.
And then we searched for a charity that we could benefit, that had a big enough volunteer base, and really the energy to take it on. And
which group did you?
James Resource Network, which also owns Shishi's Corner in the same. And they've been established as an upscale resale store for about 7 years. They had the volunteer base, they had retail know-how, and they support single-parent families in crisis in order to stabilize their housing and their living situation so that they don't have to move out of the neighborhoods their children are used to and so
Right,
forth. It's a
right.
very good
That's
cause
important.
and does some wonderful things. So that's why we're here. The profits now go to James Resource Network. And additionally, we do one Friday, the first Friday of every month, we're going to be doing the Brides Across America military gown giveaway, which
Oh,
I
good
also
for
did
you. How
in South
fun.
Carolina. So,
Yeah.
and that's starting officially with Veterans Day. The kickoff will be the first Friday in November.
So the socially conscious bride will know that she can rest assured that buying gowns here is going to benefit a
Something
multitude of
is going to happen after the
Right,
purchase
right.
is made.